Missouri's 4th Congressional District is the only one in the KC area that will have a new representative in Congress starting today.
Mark Alford, who spent more than 20 years as a television anchor here in Kansas City, will be sworn in today in Washington. It marks his first day in elected office. Recently, I sat down with him to learn about the highest profile job switch in Kansas City.
I had no idea 2 years ago that I would be doing this. 16 months ago. This was not on my radar.
Mark Alford has a famous face and a famous voice in Kansas City. So when he decided to leave television, he had options. Politics, specifically running for Congress, represented maybe the largest shift to his personal life.
Why this level of office for your first jump into politics?
I wanted to do something for my country.
The travel alone is a challenge. Alford says he and his wife Leslie have already picked apart the calendar, deciding which days he intends to be in Washington and which in the 4th District.
I am not moving to Washington, D.C. I don't want to be comfortable there. I'm going to sleep in my office.
Alford has specific areas he wants to tackle.
Rural broadband. Only about 20% of our constituents have high-speed internet. Second is our military bases. We're trying to get on the House Armed Services Committee. Third priority, and these aren't in any particular order, but it's to our farmers. We need to get the EPA off their backs.
But also goals for the skill set he says he has to offer.
And that's what I think I'm going to be able to do that other people don't have the advantage of not having been in the media. I know how to tell stories.
You've made no secret that you feel like you were not able to say the things you wanted to say during your time on television. My question for you is, how should people in this district get their information?
We do have a wide variety, and I am a voracious consumer of news and information. I watch CNN, I watch MSNBC, I watch Fox, I watch Newsmax. You have to have a healthy diet, and that means a balanced diet of information, and then you make the determination.
Alford is a Republican and recently attended President Trump's Winter Gala at Mar-a-Lago. The Cass County Democratic Party sent me this statement about Alford's term, including, while Representative-elect Alford embraced the MAGA brand at Mar-a-Lago, we hope that in the future, he will understand that he works for all the people in the 4th Congressional District, not the extremist right of the Republican Party.
How do you respond to that?
I have said from the get-go that when we win this office, I will represent all 770,000 people in this district. I don't want people to come here and think this is a Republican congressman. I'm the congressman for the 4th Congressional District, for all people. I'm listening to all people, everyone's concerns. Everyone is equal when it comes to representation.
Now, I spoke to Representative-elect Alford in his campaign office in Raymore, which will now have to be redesigned as a formal district office. All campaign material has to be removed from there. I also spoke to the mayor of Raymore while I was there about what that relationship is like between a mayor and a member of Congress, especially since the mayor has only ever worked with Vicki Hartzler.
We feel like he does have our best interests at heart, and we're looking forward to working with him. There's always something that might pop up that we might need. We really do need to sit down and have that discussion and see what resources really at the federal level they can provide and what the true needs are here in our community.
Mayor Turnbow told me that he has reached out to Congressman-elect Alford. He's not been able to make contact with him yet. He says, I know he's been busy, but he does want to have that conversation originally. That is, the 4th District is one of the largest by area in the entire state of Missouri. A lot of rural area, but as far as space it takes up, it's a pretty big district.
And you and I were talking about, he listed his priorities, and it's something that we will continue to
check
track
on.
of.
Yes, and those 3 specific things he mentioned were things that he was hearing from constituents as he made his way around the district, and we'll watch to see what he does on those 3, especially rural broadband. That's the first one he mentioned.